Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel Third Eye Media. So today I am going to discuss about some of the important topics which were actually published on April 10th in the Hindu newspaper. So the first topic was 20 new companies bought poll bonds, a punishable offence. This is all about recently. This particular article is related to that electoral bonds itself. So recently we all heard about the news, right? We all were actually discussing about the news that Election Commission of India asked the SBI to display or publish all the information with respect to electoral bonds. So this particular article is also related to that particular bond itself. So despite firms in existence for less than 3 years not being allowed to make political contributions, data show that at least 20 such newly incorporated companies purchased electoral bonds worth about 1,103 crore. When they purchased their first electoral bonds, 5 of these firms were in existence for less than a year. 7 of them were a year old and the 8 had only completed 2 years. 12 of these 20 companies were headquartered in Hyderabad. So they are telling that, for example, for a company to purchase an electoral board, it should have been situated not less than 3 years. But most of the companies have been situated only in the recent times. That's the actual problem. The ban on firms making political contributions within 3 years of incorporation was retained under Section 182 of the Companies Act 2013 even after Section 154 of the Finance Act 2017 amended Section 182 just before the introduction of electoral bonds. The amendment deleted the first provision by which the amount donated by a company was capped at 7.5% of its average net profit during its previous three financial years. Next, will women bring about aerial transformation of agriculture? Hundreds of women have been promised agricultural drones believe they can change agriculture for the better in the state by reducing labor required for spraying of pesticide and fertilizers and improving the lives of farmers. The drone, manufactured by Daksha Unmanned Systems Private Limited, is a battery-powered hexacopter with payload capacity of 10 kg and a range of 2 km. A fail-safe mechanism ensures that the drone returns home. The saving in labor is not only benefit of using drones to spray pesticides and fertilizers. The saving in labor is not only a benefit using drones. Farmers across the country are being exposed to high levels of pesticides owing to unscientific mixing of potent chemicals and an absence of safety equipment. According to a paper in Scientific Journal, there were 8,040 cases of pesticide poisoning in just one district of Warangal between 1997 and 2002. A similar disaster unfolded in Maharashtra's Yavatmal district in 2017 when 21 farmers and farm hands died after spraying pesticides in cotton fields. So, it's actually a good initiative or great initiative. We can call it as a great initiative. Next, Supreme Court questions center's rigid position on industrial alcohol. A nine judge constitutional bench of the Supreme Court on Tuesday questioned the center's rigid position to have exclusive control over industrial alcohol without giving states even the opportunity to regulate its inflow and clandestine conversion to potable liquor for human consumption, posing a grave threat to public health. The Constitutional Bench is deciding, so now it is basically a tussle between union and states over power to levy tax, manufacture, produce alcohol. The centre claimed that industrial alcohol was an industry controlled by the union government in public interest under a parliamentary law. Such an industry was covered by the entry 52 of the union list in the 7th schedule of the Constitution. Though trade and commerce, supply, distribution and production of the products of such industries were included as entry 33A of the concurrent list, this had to be read in consonance with and as an extension of centre's power under entry 52. So now centre is claiming that that particular subject comes under our ambit, but states are asking that no, it comes under our ambit. So some people are telling it comes under concurrent list. So let's decide what happens later on. It depends upon the Supreme Court itself now. Next, candidates have a right to privacy from voters, rules Supreme Court. The Supreme Court on Tuesday held that an election candidate has a right to privacy from voters and need not lay out every scrap of his or her personal life and possessions, past and present, for the electorate to examine with a magnifying glass. A bench of Justices Aniruddha Bose and Sanjay Kumar said a candidate's choice to retain his privacy on matters which were of no concern to the voters or were irrelevant to his candidature for public office did not amount to a corrupt practice under Section 123 of the Representation of People Act 1951. Such non-disclosure would not amount to a defect of the substantial nature under Section 36 of 4 of the 1951 Act. That is nothing but it is not mandatory that each and everything should be published, only those things which they feel that are going to affect their candidature, only those things need to be published and revealed to the voters. Not each and everything should be magnified or should be checked or curbed by the Election Commission. Next, states, union territories asked to submit data on heat stroke cases. Avoid election campaign related activities between noon and 3 p.m. and check overcrowding, ensure deployment of medical teams at the venues, says the National Center for Disease Control. The states and union territories should submit data on heat stroke cases and deaths on the Integrated Health Information Portal. The National Center for Disease Control has said in an advisory to state health departments as summer heat intensifies in the country. With elections around the corner, the center has also issued directions on preventing health issues during mass gatherings. These include early warnings, avoiding activities between noon and 3 p.m. and an assessment of venues with a medical team for setting up medical camps, directing organizers to ensure that there are no overcrowded pockets during events. The center said should be identified at entry checkpoints and monitored with the help of volunteers and cameras on site. Events are also supposed to have uniformed medical aid teams, detailed venues with indications to the nearest exit and proper indications about the exits. Keep effective communication between the healthcare team and event stakeholders, the center has said. Meanwhile, doctors have also warned about the rising temperature and noted that people should look out for symptoms of sun allergies and dehydration, including dizziness, headache, excessive thirst, dryness of mouth, decrease in urine output and fainting. So, next article, India likely to record normal monsoon this year, says Skymet. India is likely to experience a normal monsoon this year. The private weather forecasting agency Skymet said on Tuesday and forecast more rainfall in the second half of the season. Scientists at the Indian Meteorological Department have also detected early signs of a favorable monsoon this year with fading El Nino conditions and reduced snow cover over Eurasia. Climate scientists say the number of rainy days is declining while heavy rain events, that is, more rain will be over a short period of time, are increasing, leading to frequent droughts and floods. Skymet said the upcoming monsoon is expected to be normal, accounting for 1 or 2% with an error margin of 5%, the long period average of 868.6 mm for the 4 months from June to September. Rainfall between 96% and 104% of the LPA is considered normal. So, basically the rainfall should be between 96% and 100% of the LPA, that is long period average, is considered normal. Northeast India is likely to observe less than normal rains during the first half of the season. There is nothing but some statistical figures. Next, ED Enforcement Directorate lens on online gaming firms set up in Cyprus, Malta. Enforcement Directorate had zeroed in on multiple online gaming companies and websites incorporated in small island nations including Curacao, Malta and Cyprus, through which hundreds of investors in different parts of the country were cheated by a criminal syndicate of at least 4,978 crore. Now, here see, it's very interesting now. He devised, so that particular person, they caught a particular person related to the syndicate. He said that he devised a distinctive method of defrauding individuals utilizing servers. Servers are located in United Arab Emirates to orchestrate scams with a parallel system established in India to support the syndicate's operations in the UAE. So, servers are located somewhere and they are actually operating this parallel system in India now. So, system is in India, but the servers are located in UAE. So, in this manner they are actually trying to defake it. Next, last but not least, digital forensics firm with iPhone tracking technology lists ED as one of its clients. The Enforcement Directorate is a client of cyber forensics firm that has access to iPhone cracking hardware, according to the firm's website. Next, Technogen, a Delhi-based firm, lists the ED as a client. It also has a section on its website dedicated to Celebrate, an Israeli tech firm that has acquired a global reputation for being able to break into Apple's INC's iPhones, which are advertised as secure. Next, center orders recall of 5,000 CAPF troops from Manipur. We all know that there is ethnic conflict going on in what you call as Manipur from May 3rd itself. So it is actually nothing but the ethnic conflict is between two communities. One is Kukizo community and Meitei community. So what Union Ministry have taken is nothing but because it is an election time. So the Union Ministry of Home Affairs ordered the withdrawal of around 5,000 Central Armed Police Forces personnel from Manipur. The 2 Lok Sabha seats in the violent state will witness polling on April 19 and April 26. Next, surge in steel imports a warning for Atmanirbhar mission. The Indian steel industry has expressed concern over India becoming a net importer of steel in 2023-24, saying it is a warning signal for India, which strives to become Atmanirbhar. As per the Steel Ministry's Joint Plant Committee, India has registered a 38% surge in imports of finished steel to 8.319 million tons over 6.022 million tons imported during the preceding year 2023. So we have actually increased the 38%. The surge in predatory imports from China is a big threat to the Atmanirbhar Bharat in steel. India becoming net importer is a warming signal to our march towards Atmanirbhar Bharat, Alok Sahe, Secretary General of Apex Industry Body said. So that's all. These were the topics important on April 10th. So I have discussed one by one already. So if you wish, you can again start the video from the beginning. So that's all for this video. So don't forget to share, like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.